My name is David Lynch, and I live in Fallbrook, and I've lived here for 35 years. I'm a retired business executive for aerospace companies in Carlsbad. I've been retired for about 10 years now. So I joined the Fallbrook Beatification Alliance and started in late January and started collecting trash with the group that's within Fallbrook Beatification Alliance called Keep Fallbrook Litter Free, and it's a bunch of volunteers that have promised to at least pick up one 5-gallon bucket of trash each week, and they therefore are helping clean up the neighborhood. So I started in late January and I've been going ever since. Well, one of the things that was really unique about the collecting of the litter was that they collect cigarette butts, which there's quite a few of those if you go looking around. But the unique part is they recycle them, and I'd never ever heard of that before, that they could be recycled. So cigarette butts are highly contaminating, and they going into a landfill, it would contaminate the landfill, or if you throw it on the ground and it ends up in the ocean or the water, it contaminates that also. So the uniqueness of recycling them was something I really thought was a great idea. And I recycle as it is a lot of my own stuff, so this was even better. So I collect the litter in the 5-gallon buckets, and then I separate out the CRV recycled stuff and then the regular recycling stuff, and of course the cigarette butts are separate.
Now what do they do with recycled cigarette butts?
They actually have people that separate the paper from the filter itself. The filter is cellulose acetate, which is basically plastic, and that's part of what contaminates the landfills and so on. But they take that down and they make it into little extrusions, and they melt it down and they make park benches and pallets with it. So it's unique that a cigarette butt turns into a park bench. But just the fact that it's doing something good for Fallbrook, keeping the community clean, keeping my neighborhood clean and downtown clean, that's where I started my focus. And just it also gives me something to do rather than sit home and play on an iPad all day long. That's how it all started. I was walking up and down Main Street for exercise and then started seeing the litter there and said, hey, maybe I can do something about that. The unique way that I do this is we have a picker, and you pick them up and put them into the little cup that's attached to my big bucket here. I have the recycled stuff right here to separate it out, and then all the other litter goes in here and the cigarette butts go in there. But in all the sidewalks that have the little grooves in them, I couldn't get them out with the picker. So in order to not touch it, I developed this really scientific tool. It was really hard to come up with this design, and I just stick it in between the cracks and I flip the butt out of it, and then I can pick it up on the regular sidewalk. So I'm going to see if I can patent this, but I don't think so.
Well, that's wonderful. So
but I've picked up quite a few cigarette butts. This is just one of the things, but I have a 5-gallon bucket already filled just since January.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm getting ready to send that back. One of the good things about the recycling TerraCycle is that they pay for the freight to ship it there. So the only thing that we have to do is go get a box to put it in and send it back, and then they give you points for that, and they make a donation for every 10 pounds. They make a donation to Keep America Clean.
You're good, you're good.
My message to Fallbrook would be to get more involved in the community that's action things like the volunteers for Fallbrook Beatification Alliance, or Jackie Heinemann's group of people. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the last 35 years, volunteering as Pop Warner president and wrestling president and 4-H and FFA. So without having the children around now, it's only me, so I wanted to get involved. And so that's what I think more people should do, is try to get more involved in what's going on in the community of Fallbrook. One thing I would really like to encourage Fallbrook people to get involved with is donating 2 hours a year to the Fallbrook Land Conservancy and Jackie Heinemann's project. Another thing that I would encourage more people in Fallbrook to do is to get involved with Jerry Patchett's Fallbrook Beatification Alliance, and specifically the part that I'm involved in is Keep Fallbrook Litter Free.